morning students. In this class, I would like to explain about properties of eigenvalues. A square matrix capital A and its transpose A transpose have the same eigenvalues. Square matrix means if the rows and columns are equal, then the matrix A is called square matrix, and whose transpose means which is obtained by interchanging rows and columns, is called transpose of a matrix. Both the matrix have the same eigenvalues. For this, we have to consider A minus lambda I, which is called characteristic matrix. A is given square matrix. Lambda is any scalar or eigenvalue. I is identity matrix, which is based on A, which means that suppose A is a 2 by 2 matrix, we have to consider I2. Suppose A is a 3 by 3 matrix, we have to consider I3. Suppose A is a 4 by 4 matrix, we have to consider I4. I4 means matrix of 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 I4. So I is the identity matrix which is based on A. Now we have to consider A minus lambda I whole transpose, which is equal to A transpose minus lambda I transpose. Lambda transpose is lambda because it is a number or scalar. So eigenvalue is a number. So whose transpose will get same number, that is lambda. I transpose, but I transpose is I because the transpose of identity matrix is the same matrix I. Now consider both sides determinant, that is determinant of A minus lambda I whole transpose equal to determinant of A transpose minus lambda I, or determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to determinant of A transpose minus lambda I, since determinant of A transpose is equal to determinant of A. Now since lambda is eigenvalue of A, we have characteristic equation, that is determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. If and only if determinant of A transpose minus lambda I equal to 0. That is, if lambda is eigenvalue of A, if and only if lambda is eigenvalue of A transpose. So here determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0, but both the determinants are equal, so that the determinant of A transpose minus lambda I must and should be 0. So which gives the lambda is a transpose of lambda is the eigenvalue of A transpose. So thus the eigenvalues of A and A transpose are same. Here lambda is the common eigenvalue of A and A transpose. So any square matrix A and whose transpose A transpose, both will have same eigenvalues. So it is the property 1. Now another property, the eigenvalues of a triangular matrix are just the diagonal elements of the matrix. Triangular matrix diagonal elements are eigenvalues. So triangular matrix means it is either upper triangular or lower triangular. Upper triangular means if the principal diagonal below the elements are zeros, then it is called upper triangular. If the principal diagonal above the elements are zeros, then it is called lower triangular. So here we have to consider triangular. Triangular means either upper triangular or lower triangular. So here clearly we have shown upper triangular matrix because below the principal diagonal elements are zeros here. So here principal diagonal elements are A11, A22 and so on, ANN. So it is clearly a triangular matrix because it is a upper triangular matrix which is of order n. So it is a square matrix which is of order n. Now to prove the required result, first we have to consider the characteristic equation. The characteristic equation of A is determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. That is, the determinant must and should be equated to 0. That is, to take the determinant, just we have to subtract lambda from the principal diagonal elements. So subtracting principal diagonal elements from lambda, and the determinant is equated to 0. That is, we will have a11 minus lambda into a22 minus lambda, and so on, ann minus lambda equal to 0. So clearly the product is equating to 0. We will have several lambda values. That is, a11 minus lambda is equated to 0, which implies lambda is a11. a22 minus lambda is equated to 0, which gives lambda is a22, and so on. Ann minus lambda is equated to 0, which gives lambda is ann. So these are the eigenvalues. So eigenvalues are a11, a22, and so on, ann. But these are the elements of principal diagonal, which means that the eigenvalues of triangular matrix are just the diagonal elements of the given matrix. Hence proved. So whenever the matrix A is given as 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 5, 0, 0, 6, then the principal diagonal elements are here 1, 2, 6. These are the eigenvalues of the triangular matrix. So triangular matrix eigenvalues are computed very easily. Just we have to take principal diagonal elements. Those are the eigenvalues of the triangular matrix. It is either upper triangular or lower triangular. So once again, the eigenvalues of the triangular matrix are just the diagonal elements of the matrix. Now another property. The eigenvalues of an idempotent matrix are either 0 or unity. Suppose A is an idempotent matrix. What is mean by idempotent? A square equal to A. So there exists a positive number 2 such that A square is A, then A is called idempotent matrix. So here we have to prove that the eigenvalues of idempotent matrix either 0 or unity. That is, lambda may be 0 or lambda may be 1. So since lambda is the eigenvalue of A, we have, by the definition of eigenvector, there exists a non-zero vector x such that Ax equal to lambda x. Just multiplying both sides with A, we will have A square x equal to lambda into Ax. But what is Ax? Ax is nothing but lambda x. Just replacing Ax by lambda x. So thus we will have Ax equal to lambda into lambda is lambda square. Ax equal to lambda square x. So from equation 1 we have Ax equal to lambda x. From equation 2 we will have Ax equal to lambda square x. So equating these two equations, we will have lambda square x is equal to lambda x. Now lambda x, let it to the left hand side, it will be negative lambda x. Now taking the common as the non-zero vector x, we will have lambda square minus lambda of x equal to 0. But here x cannot be 0 because the eigenvector cannot be 0 vector. X is a non-zero vector. So lambda square minus lambda is must and should be 0, which gives that lambda equal to 0 or lambda equal to 1. So the idempotent matrix eigenvalues are either 0 or 1. So clearly proved. Important result or theorem. The sum of the eigenvalues of the matrix is its trace. The sum of the elements of the principal diagonal. The sum of the eigenvalues of a matrix, its trace. Eigenvalues sum is always equal to the trace of the matrix. Trace means the sum of principal diagonal elements. The sum of principal diagonal elements is called trace. So here we have to prove that the sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace of the matrix. That is the sum of elements of principal diagonal. For this we have to consider square matrix. That is, A is a 3 by 3 square matrix here. So here we will prove with a general matrix. Here we have considered a 3 by 3 matrix to prove the required result. So A is a 3 by 3 matrix, that is matrix of A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. A33 represents the element which belongs to third row and third column. So these are the elements of the matrix, that is A. Now we have to consider determinant of A minus lambda I, which is the determinant of the given matrix A, which is known as characteristic matrix. So the determinant is obtained just by subtracting lambda from the principal diagonal elements of A, that is A11 minus lambda, A22 minus lambda, A33 minus lambda. So determinant is equal to negative lambda cube plus lambda square into A11 plus A22 plus A33 minus and so on. So I have already told you the determinant of the characteristic matrix is equal to, I have given a shortcut formula in previous videos, that is negative lambda cube plus lambda square into the sum of eigen values minus lambda into the minus of leading diagonal elements plus the determinant of the matrix A. So here we are considering only two terms, that is negative lambda cube plus lambda square into the sum of principal diagonal elements, that is negative lambda cube plus lambda square into A11 plus A22 plus A33 minus and so on. If lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 be the eigenvalues of A, then we have determinant of A minus lambda I, which is equal to minus 1 whole cube into lambda minus lambda 1 into lambda minus lambda 2 into lambda minus lambda 3. So it is already we have seen in eigenvalues, whenever three eigenvalues of the given matrix 3 by 3 matrix A, then we have determinant of A minus lambda I can be represented as minus 1 whole cube into lambda minus lambda 1 into lambda minus lambda 2 into lambda minus lambda 3. That is a negative lambda cube plus lambda square of lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 minus and so on. Now equating equation 2 and equation 3. So we will have lambda square quotients are equated here, so that lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 is equal to A11 plus A22 plus A33. That is, the sum of eigenvalues is equal to the sum of principal diagonal elements. So hence the result, that is the sum of eigenvalues is always equal to the trace of the matrix. Trace means the sum of principal diagonal elements of the given square matrix. The product of eigenvalues of the matrix A is equal to its determinant. In earlier result we have seen the sum of eigenvalues is equal to trace. Here the product of eigenvalues of a matrix is equal to its determinant. So already we have lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are eigenvalues of A. Then determinant of A minus lambda is minus 1 whole cube into lambda minus lambda 1 into lambda minus lambda 2 into lambda minus lambda 3. Now to get determinant of A, just we have to put lambda equal to 0. So substituting lambda equal to 0, we will have determinant of A is lambda 1 into lambda 2 into lambda 3. Thus the product of the eigenvalues of the matrix A is equal to its determinant. Hence proved. So simple result. So here we have lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of A. Then we have determinant of A minus lambda I is minus 1 whole cube into lambda minus lambda 1 into lambda minus lambda 2 into lambda minus lambda 3. By putting lambda equal to 0, we will have on left hand side determinant of A minus 0i. 0i means 0. That is determinant of A, which is equal to, putting right hand side lambda equal to 0, we will have minus 1 whole cube means minus 1. Lambda minus 0 into lambda minus 0 into lambda minus 0, that is lambda values 0, 0 minus lambda 1 into 0 minus lambda 2 into 0 minus lambda 3, which is equal to minus into minus into minus is minus. Already we have minus, so minus into minus is plus, that is lambda 1 into lambda 2 into lambda 3. So thus we will have determinant of A is lambda 1 into lambda 2 into lambda 3. So which proves that the determinant of A is nothing but the product of eigenvalues of A. So once again, the product of the eigenvalues of A, matrix A, is always equal to its determinant. Hence, the result. Another theorem. If lambda is the eigenvalue of A corresponding to the eigenvector x, then lambda power n is the eigenvalue of A power n corresponding to the matrix corresponding to the eigenvector x. Or the result also given as prove that if lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then lambda 1 power k, lambda 2 power k and so on lambda n power k are the eigenvalues of A power k. So lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 and so on lambda n are eigenvalues of given matrix A. Then whose powers, that means lambda 1 power k, lambda 2 power k and so on lambda n power k are the eigenvalues of the matrix A power k. Now to prove this result, lambda is the eigenvalue of A corresponding to the eigenvector x. So then we have Ax equal to lambda x. By the definition of eigenvector, suppose lambda is the eigenvalue of A and the corresponding eigenvector is x, that is non-zero vector is x, then we will have Ax equal to lambda x. Now we will prove this result by using mathematical induction, that is by principle of mathematical induction we will prove this result. For this, pre-multiplying equation 1 with A, we will have A into Ax is equal to A into lambda x. But in A into A is A square x is equal to lambda into Ax. But what is Ax here? Again we will have from equation 1 lambda x, that is lambda into lambda x is equal to lambda square x. So thus we will have A square x is lambda square x. Ax equal to lambda x, which implies that lambda is an eigenvalue of A. Now A square x is equal to lambda square x, which implies that lambda square is eigenvalue of A square, with x is itself as the eigenvector. So once again, Ax equal to lambda x, which implies that lambda is eigenvalue of A. Now we will have A square x is equal to lambda square x, which implies that lambda square is eigenvalue of A square, corresponding to the eigenvector of A. So thus the theorem is true for n equal to 2. Let the result is true for n equal to k, which means that it is the assumption is induction hypothesis is let the result be true for n equal to k. So then we will have A power k into x is equal to lambda power k into x. Now pre-multiplying this by A by using Ax equal to lambda x, we get A power k plus 1 into x is equal to lambda power k plus 1 into x, because lambda power k into Ax, but what is Ax? Lambda x. So replacing Ax by lambda x, we will have lambda into lambda power k is lambda power k plus 1. So thus we will have A power k plus 1 into x is equal to lambda power k plus 1 into x, which implies that lambda power k plus 1 is the eigenvalue of A power k plus 1, with x is itself is corresponding eigenvector. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, the theorem is true for all natural numbers, that is for n belongs to n, small n belongs to capital N. Capital N is natural number set. So principle of mathematical induction statement is true for all natural numbers. That is, the statement is, what is the statement here? If lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 and so on lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then lambda 1 power k, lambda 2 power k and so on lambda n power k are the eigenvalues of A power k. Or if lambda is eigenvalue of A, then lambda power n is the eigenvalue of A power n. Hence the result. So simple. Just we have proved this theorem by using mathematical induction. The procedure is, first we have to prove the given statement is true for n equal to k. Second one is the statement is true for, our assumption is the statement is true for n equal to k. Last one is the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. We have to prove that the statement is true for n equal to k plus 1. Hence we can say that by the principle of mathematical induction, the statement is true for all natural numbers n belongs to n. Another theorem. If lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on lambda n are the eigenvalues of matrix A, then k lambda 1, k lambda 2 and so on k lambda n are the eigenvalues of the matrix Ka, where k is a non-zero scalar. Suppose the given matrix A is a square matrix of order n. Now consider determinant of Ka minus lambda Ki. Now taking k as common, that is k into a minus lambda I. So which is equal to k power n into determinant of a minus lambda I, because we will have the determinant of Ka is equal to k power n into determinant of a. Since k not equal to 0, therefore we will have the determinant of Ka minus lambda Ki is equal to 0. Since the left hand side determinant is 0, so that we will have the right hand side must and should be 0, that is determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So thus k lambda is eigenvalue of Ka if and only if lambda is eigenvalue of A. So thus we can prove the theorem by generalization, that is k lambda 1, k lambda 2, k lambda 3 and so on k lambda n are the eigenvalues of the matrix Ka, then lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 and so on lambda n are the eigenvalues of A. So once again, whenever lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then k lambda 1, k lambda 2 and so on are the eigenvalues of Ka. What is K here? K is a non-zero scalar, or simply it is a constant. If lambda is eigenvalue of a non-singular matrix capital A corresponding to the eigenvector capital X, then lambda inverse is an eigenvalue of A inverse and corresponding eigenvector capital X itself. Or the statement given simply as, prove that the eigenvalues of inverse matrix, that is A inverse, are the reciprocals of the eigenvalues of A. Suppose lambda is the eigenvalue of A, then we have to show that lambda inverse 1 by lambda is the eigenvalue of A inverse. So very easy and important result. Once again, if lambda is eigenvalue of A, then we have to prove lambda inverse is the eigenvalue of A inverse. Or the statement is given as eigenvalues of A inverse are the reciprocal. Reciprocal means lambda reciprocal is 1 by lambda. 1 by lambda means lambda inverse are the eigenvalues of A. So proof here, consider a non-singular matrix capital A and the product of eigenvalues is equal to determinant of A. It follows that none of the eigenvalue of A is 0. Since A is a non-singular and the product of the eigenvalues is equal to determinant of A, it follows that none of eigenvalues of A is 0. Therefore, if lambda is an eigenvalue of a non-singular matrix capital A and X is a corresponding vector, so since lambda not equal to 0 and Ax equal to lambda x, Now pre-multiplying with A inverse, so we will have A inverse A into X is A inverse into lambda X. So pre-multiplying with A inverse, we will have A inverse of AX is equal to A inverse of lambda X. But what is A inverse into A? A inverse into A is I. Lambda into A inverse of X. But I into X, identity matrix multiplied with X matrix, non-zero matrix X, then we will get the non-zero matrix capital X. So already we know that I into any matrix, we will get the result as any matrix. So that is I into X is X here, X equal to lambda into A inverse X, which implies that A inverse X is equal to 1 by lambda into X. But what is 1 by lambda? 1 by lambda means lambda inverse. Since here lambda cannot be 0, it can be clearly taken because 1 by lambda, to exist 1 by lambda, lambda cannot be 0. So A inverse X is equal to lambda inverse X. Hence by definition it follows that lambda inverse is an eigenvalue of A inverse and corresponding X is an eigenvector. X is the corresponding eigenvector. So once again the theorem is, if lambda is an eigenvalue of A, then we will have lambda inverse is an eigenvalue of A inverse. So to prove this, we have to take a non-singular matrix A and the product of eigenvalues is equal to determinant of A. It follows that the eigenvalues, that none of the eigenvalues of A is 0. That is, lambda cannot be 0. So here lambda is eigenvalue of A. So we will have Ax equal to lambda x corresponding to the eigenvector x. Just we have to multiply with A inverse on both sides, that is pre-multiplying with A inverse. So A inverse of A into X is A inverse of lambda into X. But what is A inverse of A? I, identity matrix I. But what is Ix? X. So thus we will have X equal to lambda into A inverse into X. Just by taking lambda on right hand side to the left side, on right hand side lambda is multiplying. If it comes to left hand side, it will be divide, that is x by lambda, capital X by lambda, or it can be written as lambda inverse into x, because 1 by lambda is lambda inverse. Clearly it is existed because here lambda value is not equal to 0, because A is here non-singular matrix. So hence by definition it follows that lambda inverse is eigenvalue of A inverse, because if Ax equal to lambda x, then lambda is eigenvalue of A. Similarly here we will have A inverse x equal to lambda inverse x. Thus lambda inverse is the eigenvalue of A inverse. X is the corresponding eigenvector. So once again, if lambda is eigenvalue of A, then lambda inverse is an eigenvalue of A inverse. Next theorem, important result, if lambda is eigenvalue of A, then we have to prove that the eigenvalues of B equal to A naught A square plus A1 A plus A2 I is A naught lambda square plus A1 lambda plus A2. Once again, lambda is eigenvalue of A, then we have to prove that the eigenvalue of the matrix, that is the expression here, a small expression here, that is A naught A square plus A1 A plus A2 I is A naught lambda square plus A1 lambda plus A2. That is just here replacing capital A with lambda. Capital A with lambda, replacing capital A with lambda. So to prove this result, suppose x is an eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda, then we will have eigenvector definition. If x is an eigenvector, non-zero vector, and lambda is eigenvalue, then we will have Ax equal to lambda x. So x is the eigenvector satisfying the equation Ax equal to lambda x. Now to get the given expression, first we have to multiply, pre-multiply A on both sides. So we will have A into Ax equal to A into lambda x. That is A square x equal to lambda into Ax. But what is Ax here? Ax is lambda x. So replacing Ax by lambda x, we will have A square x is lambda square x. This shows that lambda square is the eigenvalue of A square, because already I have told Ax equal to lambda x represent lambda is eigenvalue of A. A square x equal to lambda x, which represents lambda square is eigenvalue of A square. Now we have the expression b equal to a naught a square plus a1a plus a2i. Now multiplying both sides with x, we will have a naught a square plus a1a plus a2i into x. Multiplying with x, we will have a naught a square x plus a1 into a x plus a2 into x. That is a naught lambda square x plus a1 lambda x plus a2 x. Just taking the common as x. So we will have a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 of x. So bx equal to a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 of x. This is look like ax equal to lambda x. Ax equal to lambda x, which implies that lambda is eigenvalue of a. But bx equal to a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 of x. So which implies that a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 is the eigenvalue of the matrix B, and corresponding the eigenvector is capital X to the eigenvalue lambda. So easy proof. So just we have considered Ax equal to lambda x for any eigenvalue lambda, and the corresponding eigenvector is x. Just multiplying with both sides with a, we will have a square x equal to lambda square x, which shows that lambda square is eigenvalue of a square. Now we have considered given expression, that is b equal to a naught a square plus a1a plus a2i. Just multiplying with x on both sides. So on simplifying, that is a square x is replaced with lambda square x. Ax is replaced with lambda x. X is as it is x. Just taking the common as x. So we will have bx is a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 of x. This shows that, or this represents that a naught lambda square plus a1 lambda plus a2 is an eigenvalue of the matrix B. Corresponding eigenvector of B is x. Thank you.